on YouTube, just in case, some people that didn't get to see it. All right, we got this thing recorded. I am feeling great. I am feeling awesome. It's about time to go ahead and get into this presentation. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, be ready to listen up because we got some sauce for y'all cooking up like the kitchen. But yeah, so guys, we titled this presentation "Time to Wake Up." Literally, why am I there? Hold on, give me 1 second. But anyways, the title of this presentation is "Time to Wake Up." Right now, everybody's wanting to get into the markets. If it ain't the stocks markets, everybody's want to get into cryptos. People want to get in Forex. We are living in the best time ever right now. So let's get into this presentation. All right, Time to Wake Up by me and your boy Donny Dropout. Look at you see that little boy, he just yawning. Some of y'all that just hopped on this call are still yawning, are still asleep and not awoke to what you have been put on to. Literally, you are the front runner of generational wealth for you and your family if you plug in to win like a mother freaking socket. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, so who all knows who Dale Carnegie is? If you read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, you should know who that is, right? He has a lot of other books and everything like that. Well, this quote right here, do the thing you fear to do and keep on doing it. That is the quickest and surest way ever yet discovered to conquer fear. What are you scared of? Are you scared to go talk to that person? Are you scared to place that trade? Are you scared that you're gonna lose? Losing is inevitable in the markets and in trading. You have like literally, a turtle. Think of a turtle. A turtle is most vulnerable whenever it takes his arms out and his head out, right? But it has to do that to move. Just like you can't be wrapped up in your shell, not moving and not going out there and doing what you need to do to get to the next level instead of being like that little weird turtle that just wants to just be cuddled up. I remember I had a buddy, man. He had like a snapping turtle. I used to be scared, man, get that snapping turtle away from me, bro. Go on now. Because them things don't play. They'll snap at you real quick. But most of the time that turtle would be up in his shell because even though it was a snapping turtle and it had power to freaking bite the hell out of people, it still was too scared to come out the shell a lot of times. So somebody on this call is similar to that snapping turtle. All right. What? It's not fair. I was really just gonna put like a crybaby emoji. Probably what the heck is this? I'm saying, look, you're gonna go through triumphs. You're gonna go through trials. Your family's gonna go through things. You're gonna go through things. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose things in your life. But are you gonna cry and sit down and pout? Oh my God, this ain't fair, man. Why this always happens to me? Don't nobody like me. Literally nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. What people care about is the value that you provide. People care about what you can do to help them get to the next level. Nobody wants to get around somebody that's negative all the time. You ever had a buddy or a girlfriend, shout out to the ladies on here, that literally would just complain and cry about everything, and then you just like, yeah, but the whole time you like, if you don't shut up and do something with your damn life. Hold on. I gotta go ahead and ask you guys. If I can be savage. I did it last night. I gotta ask because some people don't like cuss words, and I understand some people don't like when people are savage. So if you guys want me to be savage, please drop a 333 in the chat, please, because I am about to go in on this call, literally. Okay, the threes are rolling like Allen Iverson back in the dang early 2000s. 333. Hang with me tonight. Let's go. All right. So, all right, I picked this meme because this is really relative to what's going on. Everybody on this call knows that real traders don't trade on Robinhood. Real traders are trading on MetaTrader 4, literally. So we got the small investors over here, and then you see Robinhood and the hedge funds. It's because This game was made for hedge funds and banks and institutions to make the most money, to be out here dominating. It's stacked against us. We're like little ants. We're like little ants or like little fish in this sea against these big whales. And Robinhood disabled people's trading and stuff like that, and they going through all these dang things going on, right? So that gives us the opportunity to come in like, hey, look, come to MetaTrader 4A so you can profit more. Because you can't, MetaTrader 4 ain't shut down. We still getting into the markets. I've been Ethereum, shout out to Ethereum at the all-time highs. Let's go. But I want to let you guys know, like, this is something that you should do. You know, if you see somebody that was talking about GameStop, talking about AMC, oh my gosh, you need to say, hey man, you need to come hang with me. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's get on to the next one. All right, so warning, in the interest of mitigating risk for our clients, we have temporarily placed GameStop and AMC Entertainment in reduce-only mode as highly unusual volumes had led to an unprecedented market environment. New positions cannot be opening and existing ones can, I can't even see my, hold on. Can't see the dang bottom of the thing. I gotta move my stuff out the way. Can be reduced or closed. You guys understand what that was? Everybody that was in Robinhood, if you got GameStop and all that in Robinhood, you basically were like a little mouse that was up in Robinhood's house, going around, want to get your little money, get your little bag, and then you went to the daggum, you went to press the button to get on the GameStop stock, and you kept on getting that profit and getting that cheese. Then finally, Robinhood got smart and made a better mousetrap and trapped that ass, literally. So let's move on to the next slide. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, guys. Drop a 444 if you're feeling great and if you're feeling abundance is going to flow into your life. All right, now we're gonna talk about Dogecoin. If you invested in Dogecoin, you invested into a freaking meme. You might as well have basically just bought into. It's almost like, okay, you guys seen that Bernie Sanders meme that blew up? What if Bernie Sanders would have dropped a coin and called it the Bernie coin? Somebody would have bought that and it would have not had no value. Same thing with Dogecoin. It was a meme that was created. The coin was created in 3 hours. The owner microwaved this coin up, called it Dogecoin because of a meme, and people are buying it. Oh my God, it has no value. Literally, Bitcoin is digital gold. It is a storage of value. It's deflationary. We know that. Ethereum, that is the new wave. It opened up a whole new ecosystem of other cryptocurrencies, including Chainlink, because I'm a Chainlink Marine. Attention, every week I'm buying Chainlink. And also, I can't take you seriously if you're not, every single week, if you're not putting at least 10% of your income into your trading account. What are you doing? If it ain't, okay, it ain't got to be in your trading account too. It can be in your cryptocurrency account. You need to be doing something to make that money get to work. You need to be like this. Benjamin Franklin, whoosh, get to work. George Washington, whoosh, get to work. Make them dollar bills work, because we all know that the dollar is pretty worthless anyways because of inflation. They're coming out with a new stimmy. That's, man, that, why is that even a word? I wonder who came out with that word. Yeah, man, I'm getting my stimmy, man. My stimmy's coming in, bro. Man, I can't wait for my stimmy. There's so many people that get mad and act like literally that we're supposed to get handed money, and they think it's a good thing for the economy, but it's not a great thing for the economy. Don't get mad when milk becomes $8 a freaking gallon, and you like, I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna be getting no milk, no cereal for me. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, well, this is where I'm about to pass it off to the man. I just wanted to come in, do a little intro, and basically give it off the greatest. The man, the myth, the legend, Donny Dropout. If you don't know what that name stands for, literally, he was a college student, going to be a teacher, and he dropped out. Because now he's teaching about the markets. Now he's teaching about investing. Now he's giving you the sauce about how the bank system is literally a scam. And literally how our whole financial system is stacked against us. and he gives up gems. He gives out so much value on a daily basis. Shout out to his Wall Street Wednesday calls. This man is literally giving so much value on a daily basis. And Donny Dropout, bro, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're not a teacher in a crusty ass class and literally teaching people that don't really truly understand your value. But I want to let you know, Trade House, QC, everybody that's ever been on your calls, including myself, we appreciate the value you provide on a daily basis. Man, I appreciate you for having me hop on this call. The man, the myth, the legend. Go ahead and take it away, brother.
Yo. What is going on, everybody? Sheesh. Holy, y'all go ahead and just blow up the chat real quick for my boy Marcellus, bro, because, this is like the type of energy that this man brings. I'm going to go ahead and put on my camera real quick. Hold up. Can y'all see me? I'm on that laptop with the kind of crusty camera, so we're not going to be looking too fly today, but it's all good, right? We're out here. But keep the numbers coming in the chat because, man, like, when you're in a position to bring that type of energy to a call, like Marcellus is somebody that I really resonate with. And it's been crazy to see his growth. Like you said, like, I think the first time I met him was literally on one of the Wall Street Wednesday calls. And it's crazy because, at the beginning, it was like just Instagram DMs. He was asking me some questions about trading, right? Asked me some questions about trading. We were able to connect like that. And then I started to see like these videos that he was posting up on the gram. And I was like, bro, like, this guy's got some next level energy. Like, this is a leader that's in the making, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you're on your way to P1000 right now. Am I right? Like, P600 leader, he's got that on lock, well on his way to P1K. And this is I said this on a call. I think it was my call with Pau last week. I think Pau's in here too. Shout out to Pau, right? I like to work with leaders that are heating up or already on fire. Both of the leaders that I've been able to tap in with and run calls with in the past 2 weeks are heating up, right? To the point that, by the end of this month, everybody is going to be super, super hot, right? And that's, it's crazy, right? You want to focus on where the fire is getting warm, where the fire is getting hotter, because guys, as Austin Ghazi always likes to say, right? You want to focus on, if we're going to focus on, building for a second, right? You want to focus on the leg that's blowing up, right? It's better to blow out a leg in your organization than it is to balance, right? Because when you blow out a leg in your organization, right, that double qualifies for maybe 2 ranks, right? 3 ranks ahead, then it gives you time to kind of come back, focus on the other 2, right? So I want to focus with leaders, right? Work with leaders that are on fire. Marcellus, man, you're on fire, bro, and keep doing what you're doing because, real talk. Hold on, let me just go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen real quick, pick up where we left off. But it's crazy, right? The QC movement, the trade house movement as a whole is absolutely insane, right? And the team, it's funny, right? For those of you guys that don't know me, right? Before we continue with the presentation, I got started with Trade House Canada in particular, back in it would have been May of 2019. And it's crazy just talking about Trade House Canada. I know this goes for QC, it goes for all their teams within Trade House. Trade House Canada at the time had a team of around 30, 40 individuals, right? Someone go ahead that's in Trade House Canada and drop in the chat what the current Trade House Canada chat is up to in terms of numbers, right? Someone go ahead and let me know in the chat, right? For those of y'all that are in the Trade House Canada community, okay, we got a team of close to 735 people. Right. And that, what has that been? Not even 2 years. So the growth has been absolutely insane. And I know we got some newer people in the call here, right? And hold up, give me like 2 seconds here. Let me see if I can do some real quick. Right. Okay, cool. Sweet. So this is actually something that we have up on screen here. I did talk about this on the crypto call from this weekend, but I wanted to kind of bring you guys' attention back to it, right? I want to go back a couple slides as well, because I thought these were absolutely hilarious. When Marcellus shared this with me, I was like, bro, like, this is going to be some jokes, but also some value, of course. And, the thing that I loved about what he was talking to is, this slide right here. Right. When people are going through hard times, I want you guys to kind of shift your perspective, right? If you're dealing with trials and tribulations right now, if you're going through a hard time, if you're not seeing the returns that you want to be seeing, if you're not, if you feel like you're at a place where, you got to almost dig yourself out of a hole, or you feel like, you have motivation some weeks, you don't have motivation next week, or whatever the case may be, right? Understand that everything in life happens to you for a reason. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it happens to you for a reason. It's your choice to just go through it or grow through it, right? Maybe you guys have heard that before, but don't play the victim role. Play the role that Kevin Trudeau always likes to talk about, right? If something bad happens to you, be like, yo, I'm grateful, I'm thankful that this happened to me because I know it's going to force me to grow, right? You want to grow through things, not just simply go through things. Going through things is like, that's so 2015, right? You want to grow through things, especially if you want to make this work for you. Now, of course, we're talking about AMC, we're talking about GameStop, we're talking about Dogecoin. I think we should make a Marcellus coin, real talk, because my man's got some crazy energy. Drop a 111 in the chat if you think we should get a Marcellus coin going, because I guarantee y'all that shit's going to be bullish as all hell, right? In comparison to Dogecoin, something with no intrinsic value, we got to get a Marcellus coin out here. You know what I'm saying? Right. But let's go ahead and pull up this cheat sheet, right? I talked about this on the crypto call, but I think it's a good opportunity to dive into it in a little bit more detail, because what you guys are seeing on screen, right? If you've never seen this before, definitely would recommend you to either take a screenshot, go ahead and Google search it, right? Wall Street cheat sheet, whatever. But this is literally what we've been seeing in almost every single market across the board. We've been seeing it in, of course, stocks, right? With GameStop, with AMC, with BlackBerry, right? We've been seeing this in the cryptocurrency space with XRP, even just yesterday, right? Of course, Dogecoin from last week and some other cryptos that are kind of being pumped and dumped. A lot of people, right, especially people that are not already involved in trading, are so, kind of drawn to this euphoria, so drawn to this emotion. And this chart right here, right, you guys can apply this to any chart. It's not just stocks, not just crypto. You can apply this to anything. But you'll notice that literally all we're seeing here is a chart that goes up and a chart that comes down, but there's labeling at almost every single level. And the labeling is emotions that most traders are feeling at the different, areas or kind of levels, stages in the market, if you will. Okay. So most people, right, when you think about AMC, when you think about GameStop, when you think about Dogecoin, even XRP, right, a lot of people are buying based off of these, two emotions right here, right? The thrill of getting into a trade and the trade going your way, right? The asset going your way, or the euphoria that you get when things, when coins reach new all-time highs, or when shit's booming. A lot of people are feeling these types of emotions. Now, you guys let me know in the chat, right? For those of y'all that have been trading for a while, maybe even if you haven't been trading for a while, right? You guys let me know in the chat. Is it better to trade based off of your emotions or based off of the technicals? What do you guys think in the chat? I want you guys to either type emotions or technicals. What's more important to focus on in the markets? Okay. We got one person saying tech, right? Technicals. Okay. Beautiful. You do the last thing that exactly. I love what Cam's saying in the chat. You want to be a robot. The last thing that you want to do is trade according to how you feel. Okay. Now, there is something called sentimental analysis, right? For those of you guys that didn't know, the overall sentiment, the overall feeling of what the market is doing, but it's more so based off of the emotions and feelings of other people, not you. Okay. What are the vast majority of people doing, right? Because guys, you guys have heard it before, right? Smart money wins. Smart money wins. So if we can look at the market and even just apply what it is that you're seeing on screen to a chart, you're going to have a better feel or a kind of a better idea of what the sentiment of the market is, right? If something just went and touched new all-time highs, there's probably a lot of euphoria being felt, right? I'm pretty sure Ethereum hit 1500 earlier today, right? I'm pretty sure that's a new all-time high for Ethereum. Right, a lot of people are probably feeling euphoric. Okay, there's a saying. I actually posted this on IG a couple weeks ago. The cannon picture, right, when I was doing the history lesson. But you want to buy when the cannons are firing and sell when the trumpets are blowing. Right, you want to buy into fear, sell when most people are greedy. Okay, so if you can take this and apply it to a chart, doesn't matter if it's currencies, doesn't matter what asset you're looking at, what asset you're trading. get a feel for what the overall sentiment of the market is, right? And according to this, where you think we are in, the Wall Street cheat sheet, right? Make an educated decision as to whether you think it'd be a good idea to buy into something or a good idea to sell maybe the asset that you're already holding. Now, this is something that obviously I would say applies more to physically holding stocks, physically holding, cryptocurrencies, physically holding stuff like that. But of course, right, if you're able to position yourself on margin, trading using MT4, right? I love what Marcellus said, real traders don't use Robinhood. That was jokes. If you're able to position yourself accordingly on MetaTrader 4, that's huge, right? Go based off of the technicals, but don't neglect the sentimental side of the market as well. What are the vast majority of people feeling right now? What are the vast majority of people looking to do right now? We'll take this and apply this to a chart in a little bit, but you guys have heard this before as well, right? Observe the masses and do the opposite, okay? How many people were buying XRP on Monday, do you guys think? Right? It was well known all across the internet. XRP Ripple is going to be going crazy on Monday. It went crazy on Monday. Don't get me wrong. Right? But for anybody that bought on Monday, and I'll pull up the chart and show this to you guys. For anybody that bought on Monday, I'm willing to bet that they panic sold within probably, about 4 to 6 hours. Real talk. Unless they were up at 3 a.m. when the pump actually happens. Right? But the vast majority of people that were buying in on Monday got destroyed. Right? Observe the masses and do the opposite, you guys. Okay. Now, just a little reminder for you guys. Okay. Friendly reminder, right? For anybody in here that's, hoping, I don't like to use the word hope because hope's not a confirmation. Hope's not something that you want to, kind of feed off of, right? For anybody in here that is going to be successful trading, right? This is a statistic that I always like to share, whether it's with new people, whether it's with people that are experienced, right? So that's why it's a friendly reminder. Trading is 5% buying, 5% selling, and 90% psychology. Drop a 222 in the chat if you agree. Okay. 5% buying and 5% selling, 90% of it comes down to psychology. So if you can get your mind right and look at the market in a way that you're looking to see what the minds of everybody else is looking like, right? Or not necessarily everybody else, but what the overall sentiment is, you're going to find that you're able to position yourself way better. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the charts, right? I want to go ahead and pull up a couple of charts for you guys and really just put this into perspective for y'all because, of course, we wanted to, go through the little slideshow, but of course, apply what it is that we just looked at. So up on screen right now, we got, these are the 4 things we're going to be taking a look at today. Okay, we got AMC stock, we got GME stock. Take a look at that. It's $90, right? It was almost $400 last week. Okay, huge. We got Dogecoin, which is sitting at around 3 cents. So we're going to take a look at all 3 of these, but I want to focus on XRP for a second. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at what price was doing before Monday, right? Monday was the 1st of February. Okay. Take a look at this, right? Go ahead and drop in the chat, right? What are the vast majority of traders just basically taught to do? It's a saying that we have. It has to do with where we buy and where we sell. What's that saying? What's that saying that we always like to use? Let me know in the chat. Beautiful. Kyle's right beside me. He said buy low, sell high. Okay. So if we understand what the banks are doing, right? Exactly. You guys got it in the chat as well. If we're taught to buy low and sell high, what do you guys think the banks are doing? Probably going to be buying lower and selling higher than everybody else, right? The institutions, we know this, guys. This is not, new information, right? The institutions have the vast majority of money in the markets, have the most, control in the markets, right? So they're in a position where they can, it's almost like they got 200 IQ, which, they definitely do buying to sell, selling to buy, all that good stuff. But they're able to essentially use cheat codes to buy lower and sell higher than everybody else. So let's take a look at what's going on here, right? If everybody was told that on Monday, XRP is going to be flying, right? XRP is going to be flying, right? Most people's mentality is probably going to be like, all right, bet as soon as, it's Monday, I'm gonna go ahead and buy XRP. Take a look at what happens here, right? Let's look at the calendar real quick. It's the 2nd of February, okay? 31st was on Sunday, right? If we take a look at the 28th, that was on Thursday. Notice when price actually started to expand to the upside here. It was, more or less Thursday afternoon, okay? We saw an increase on XRP over the span of a couple days of around 114%. Price was sitting around 25 cents per coin. Okay. So before Monday, price had already moved 115%. So if I buy in on Sunday night or on Monday morning, am I buying low? No. Right. This is, almost close to the high that we made just a couple months ago back in, November going into December, right? This was almost the same level. 50 cents was about halfway to the all-time high, or not all-time high, sorry, but the high of last year, which was around 80 cents. So again, we're taught to buy low and sell high, but again, the vast majority of people operating off of emotions, right, are buying in because of FOMO, fear of missing out. Right. A lot of people are coming into this space with little to no knowledge of how to trade, right? They're just buying because the next friend told them to, because the next man on Reddit told them to, because the next man in the Telegram group chat told them to, right? Have y'all actually seen these Wall Street bet chats? I don't know if I'm in them on here. Hold up. I don't think I am anymore, but I'm in
one on the Discord channel. My cousin linked me into one of them. The same type of thing. I heard you talking about it before. Same type of thing. Fucking buy, sell, buy. Fucking.
Bro, it is so funny. It is so funny, right? Look at this. I just type in wall. The first thing that comes up is Wall Street bets, right? Check this out. I'm gonna join the group. Hey guys, what's good? Oh yeah, it's slow mode, so I can't just spam the chat. But even if I just take a look at what's going on in the chat here. GME to the moon, hold the line, guys, right? What is this? God doesn't even know what GME is, but he's in the group chat, right? It's crazy. This chat started like a week and a half ago. It already within like the first hour had about 5,000 members. That's when I joined. Look at how big this entire group is now. 121,000 people.
Bro, so many times people are just like, hold XRP, it's going to the moon, like shit, like, oh my God. Fucking
bro, pre this. We got Satoshi Street bets as well, right? It's even the second result for this right here. This is for cryptos. Now, what I would say to do, okay, is join these group chats and save these motherfuckers, because a lot of people, no cap, a lot of people are buying based off of the hype that's going on in this chat. Right. There is some good stuff that's talked about in here, but for the most part, it's people that are saying like, oh, when do I buy this? Or when do I buy that? Oh, this is mooning, that's mooning, whatever. It's really, it's quite, it's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. It's humorous, but at the same time, right. See if you can tap into the network that's here. There's 34,000 people in this group chat. How many of them do you think actually know how to trade? Let's be nice. Let's say 50% of them actually know how to trade. Okay, that's still, what is that? Just over 15,000 people that probably have no idea what they're doing in the markets. It's a large amount of people to tap into. Now, be careful, because if you just spam reaching out to everybody, you can get temporarily banned on Telegram. You can't just send the same text to a bunch of people, especially in this group chat, because, you guys wouldn't actually know them. There's no relationship to them. So if you get a message from some random dude, think about it from their, perspective, right? If you're typing in this chat and then you just randomly get a DM from some random mans or whatever, sometimes it might be a little bit weird, so they could report you, right? If you get reported, there's a bot on Telegram that can go and see all the messages that you've sent. And if it's literally just the same message over and over and over and over again, you'll get locked out for, I think it's like 12 hours to 24 hours. So tap into this, but send voice messages, hit them up and be like, hey man, what have you been using to trade GME? Right? Hey man, I know this might be a little bit weird, but I'm just, looking to find a platform that still allows me to buy GME. Real talk, I actually don't know where you can go and actually still buy GME. So it's a realistic question, but tap into this, right? A lot of people in this call right now have a lot more experience than the people in these chats. And it's a huge network to tap into. So obviously, tread lightly, right? Don't take financial advice from this group chat, that's for sure. But tap into it. It's a huge network of people. Why not? Okay. But let's go ahead and again, kind of take a look back at XRP, right? So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. It's really, really interesting what happened with this. Okay. Going into, this was like Saturday night, right? I think the first was, or actually, sorry. Yeah, this would have been Sunday night right here. So closer to, Monday morning, we're starting to really see XRP pumping here. right? And then just watch the candles that start to print as soon as it's like 3 a.m. on Monday. It's crazy. So these candles don't look that big, right? They don't look that big on the hourly time frame, but pre this on like, let's go back here. Let's go on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Because of how volatile cryptos have been, it doesn't look like there's huge moves that are taking place, but check this out. This candlestick right here went from 58 to around 60. Okay. That's a 2-cent fluctuation. You might not think that that's much. It's only 2%, right? Guys, that's 100 pips. That's 100 pips. Okay. Pre this next candle, almost 300 pips. Right. This whole time that price is moving, right? Normal price action should look like this, but it's only like between 1 cent and 0.5 cent fluctuation, not from 58 cents to 68 cents, right? That's a huge increase in price. That's about 20%. That's about 1,000 pips. Now, what's crazy is before this happened, Nick Gomez is a savage. If you guys don't have swipe coin, you're literally lacking. My man called out a trade at around 35 cents. 35 cents. This was on, I want to say it was Saturday. Trade hit like 750 pips in the matter of like an hour. TP3 clapped. He called out a trade earlier today after the sell-off happened, and that trade's already hit, I think, TP1 for 300 pips. Right? If you guys don't have swipe coin and you're wanting to trade cryptos, right? You're wanting to gain exposure in cryptos, right? Go ahead and add Swipecoin. It's probably one of my favorite apps on the entire platform in terms of products. Okay. Literally the Tinder for trading. It's super jokes. But if we continue to play this out, like you guys are seeing, look, like check this out. 1 5-minute candle. We see a nice little drop. Next, 5-minute candle. We saw a sell off from 72 and a wick come all the way down to 60. And it's around 6 a.m. on Monday morning. Imagine buying before bed on Sunday night, which would have been, what time do people normally go to sleep at? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what time people normally go to sleep at. This is like, let me see. So this is in the morning already on the 1st. So let's see here, right? Let's say people went to bed at 10 p.m. This is 10 p.m. right here. Okay. So if you bought it at 50 cents, that's pretty lit. Okay, that's pretty lit. You bought it 50 cents. You wake up the next morning. Let's say, what's an average time for somebody to wake up at? Like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Let's take a look at what price was at around 8 or 9 a.m. Okay. This is when the person went to sleep. So they bought right before the big pump. Okay, great. If they woke up at 8 a.m., they woke up in drawdown after a move of about, let's take a look, of about 50%. Imagine being that person that bought right before bedtime and then woke up in drawdown after having missed out on a 50% gain overnight. How would you be feeling? Let me know in the chat. If you missed a 1 to 50 risk to reward ratio trade because you didn't take or set a take profit and price comes back and stops you out, how are you going to feel? Let me know in the chat. Right? Let me know in the chat. Depressing. Okay. That's one word. How would you guys be feeling? I want to see some more interaction.
Bro, I'd be bent.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It'd be pretty frustrating probably, right? Should go back to the basics. I love that. Love that. Resentment or anger. Exactly. And that's directly based off of, some of the stuff that you've seen here, right? There's obviously anger. I don't know how well you guys can see the picture. We'll go back to full screen, but this literally happened overnight from Sunday to Monday, this exact thing. So think about the people that were like, you know what, I'm going to stay up late tonight. Where were they buying? Probably off of thrill, off of euphoria, 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents. I don't think we quite reached 80 cents, but in between 70 and 80 cents. I think we touched like 75 cents on XRP. So the people that were buying overnight were probably like, whoa, dude, I'm getting rich tonight, right? And then you got the people that were like, you know what? I'm going to buy and wake up, see how price is doing the next day. People that woke up the next day got slaughtered. The people that were buying up here, right? Maybe held the drawdown, but at some point probably would have panic sold their position back down here. And this is literally something you can identify, like I said, every single market, every single time frame. right? The difference is this Wall Street cheat sheet played out within less than 24 hours, or we'll call it, from the very beginning, let's say a week, right? From the 29th to where we are today. So again, imagine buying 9 p.m. any time on Sunday, anywhere in here, but then waking up on Monday at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and your position's literally in drawdown after having ran for 50%. Okay, it's crazy, especially in the crypto space. There's so many emotional traders, right? And it's the same thing that we just saw on GME. Literally everything that I'm going to be showing you guys today is the same thing, just on a different scale, on a different time frame, right? If we take a look at what GME was doing, back before it really ran up, we'll still, stay in 2021 here, okay? The moves that we were starting to see going into the end of last year were pretty nice, right? And again, remember what happened. We talked about this on Saturday. A short squeeze was taking place. Hedge funds were shorting GME. It wasn't something that was performing very well. Most people were buying and downloading games on PS4 or on the Xbox store. Nobody's actually going into the store to buy the games, right? That's why it wasn't doing very well. They had a couple earning reports that were released at the end of last year that were good, that were beneficial, and started to give some hope to GME. But what really happened was a bunch of people did band together and just clap the hedge funds, which is it's pretty cool, actually, when you think about it. Smart money lost in this scenario, or did they? That's another question, because hedge funds is not smart money, right? That's one thing that you really got to take into consideration. Hedge funds, that's not smart money. That's not smart money. Okay, that's still dumb money, right? It's just a bigger pool of dumb money. Okay, so again, this was, it's crazy. You can't even really look at it on the candlestick chart because the candles look so wonky. But even based off of the line chart, right? You see a run up from $20, $30 to, an all-time high of around $350. I think we peaked at $480, almost $500 a share. That's more than 1,000% increase, but look at how fast we're crashing back to the downside, right? Imagine being up 1,400%, but being told, hold the line, don't sell your position, don't sell your position. Now you're back only up, like, what is that? 50%, 100. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining with 150%, but you know what I mean? It's still the fact that you missed out on a gain like that because everybody's telling you, don't close your position. Don't close your position. And it's kind of 200 IQ that Robinhood, that a lot of these different platforms only allow people to close their positions, no longer buy any more new ones, right? And the reason for that is because, guys, think about it. Hedge funds, those are account managers. That's like your mom and dad's financial advisor, okay? So if hedge funds are taking a super, super big L betting against a stock, how many people, if they were to actually close their short positions, would be suing the hedge funds, right? The hedge fund would be liable for literally blown accounts all across the board, billions of dollars, billions of people, or not billions of people, but probably hundreds of thousands of people's savings in investor accounts just gone out the window. So Robinhood, what they decide to do is, instead of allowing people like you and I to buy and continue to inflate the price of something, they're like, nah, we can't let these guys do this, because think about how many hedge funds, think about how many, financial advisors, if you will, are going to get destroyed if price ends up, just clapping them, right? They didn't close the shorts, guys. They didn't close the shorts. In fact, these hedge funds were adding short positions up here. So even though the hedge funds were initially in a position to potentially get clapped, smart money steps in, the broker steps in. You know what? We can't let this happen. No one's allowed to buy this share anymore. They're only allowed to close out of it. That leaves people with literally only one option. Only one option. GameStop realistically GameStop, I said it again. GameStop, I say that every time. GameStop literally should never have been valued at $480 per share, ever. There's no way possible, even in the next 10 years, I don't think that would ever be a reality. But that was still the power that we had as a people. But we, the people, couldn't win because, I mean, shit, the markets are rigged, guys. Y'all already know the vibes, right? I mean, it's not good vibes, but it's the reality that we live in, right? So the same thing. I mean, again, it's a little bit more difficult with these stocks because there's market opens, there's market closes every single day. So you're always seeing these gaps. But even with the line chart, take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame and tell me this doesn't compare to, or at least look a little bit similar to, the Wall Street cheat sheet. You have that initial run up, little sell off, the bounce, and then the big dump. And the same emotions tied at every single level. Now imagine being that person that before Robinhood allowed you no longer to buy, bought here. Now price is down here. How are you feeling? Anxious. You're denying the fact that you're going to lose out on your investment. You're panicking, right? Capitulation is when you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just take the L. Usually that's when you want to start buying, believe it or not. Capitulation is usually when you want to start buying. So let's go ahead and take a look at AMC. AMC wasn't nearly as blown out of proportion as GameStop. Y'all bear with me. But even take a look at this. It ran from $2 to around 20. Right, $2 to around 20. That's still about 1,000% increase, around 700. Okay, if you were to take the low of this year, $1.77, right, you're looking at 1,000%. 1,000% gain. That's a big gain. But again, it's literally the exact same thing as GMC. It's really, or GME. It's very, very similar, very, very similar. But the last thing I'll show you guys is Doge. Because just like Marcellus was saying, there's literally no intrinsic value here. I haven't done a whole lot of research into it, but from my understanding, it literally is just a meme coin. Literally, that's all it is from my understanding. Again, I haven't actually looked into it on CoinMarketCap or whatever, so don't quote me. I could be wrong. Maybe there's some intrinsic value, but to me, from my understanding, it does look more like a meme coin. Now, of course, the low of this year, in fact, that was just January 27th, a couple of days ago, was around less than a penny. It was about 1/7 of a cent. And price ran up, again, almost 1,000% to around 7 cents. Isn't it interesting to you guys that every single one of those that I was just showing you guys ran for about 1,000%? I think with the exception of XRP. With the exception of XRP, everything ran for about 1,000%. Right? XRP only ran for 200%. Okay, it's still a big game, but just kind of interesting, right? I don't know if there's any significance there, probably not, but it's just kind of interesting that they all ran for about 1,000%. So what I would say is, I'm not going to take too much time to dive into this. We might talk about it tomorrow on Wall Street Wednesday, but go through any chart, any pair that you want to be trading and apply this cheat sheet to it, right? Not always are you going to want to observe the masses and do the opposite, but I would say probably 9 times out of 10, you'll find that is a more ideal play, especially if you're wanting to really hit a nice ROI or what have you. So again, I don't want to take up too much time because I know that Cash has got his level up call in about 10 minutes. But I just wanted to say, thank you, Marcellus, for obviously, throwing together the presentation. I added like a couple slides, but I thought it was super, super dope. I appreciate your guys' time more than anything. We got a lot of other calls that are lined up tonight. We got Wall Street Wednesday tomorrow night, going to be going in on that session. And all I would say, right, for those of you guys that are, looking to dabble in the markets, whether it's cryptocurrency or stocks, because I know, those aren't necessarily the things that we focus on, right? We focus more on currencies. Be mindful of the emotions that you have, but also that the vast majority of people are having, right? Trade according to the 3 types of analysis: technical analysis, sentimental analysis, and fundamental analysis. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the call up here. I appreciate you guys' time once again. Marcellus, if you're here, bro, much love. More of these calls soon times. You already know that we gotta continue throwing down. And yeah, other than that, make sure that you guys are on the level up call, in about 10 minutes, right? Cash is gonna be throwing down with Pow. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna make sure that I'm tapped in with that as well. But yeah, let's get it. Marcellus, if you got anything to add, you can feel free, but I think we're good to go.
Honestly, I feel like after this call, if you aren't like woke to what's going on in the markets, if you don't realize, Lily, you need to get that pink stuff in the middle of your head wrapped well and get your mindset right so you can get that bank account right, get that trading account right, and then your life will be right because we all want to make money. We all want to get to the bag, but let's get to the bag the right way and let's get wealth now and forever. Shout out to Mike Never Read. He always says, do you want to make money now or you want to make money forever? But I appreciate everybody following on the call. Everybody have a great night. Appreciate you, Donny Dropout. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.